Okay, everybody, I have seen Birds of Prey, and I have to say I was really let down. The movie as a whole is a mess. Okay, and I don't know how this happened. Uh, it's interesting that Warner Brothers thought it was a good idea to spin off um, a kind of a court jester, a sub character, sidekick to the Joker, to have basically her own film. This is called Birds of Prey. It's really not about the Birds of Prey. It's all about Harley Quinn. And, I think they were so scared that people would show up to this movie and not know anything about it that they put this intro cartoon in the front that was narrated by the Harley Quinn character, explaining everything up until the point that the movie starts. Basically, spoon feeding information. And this was one of the parts of the film that bothered me throughout the entire movie. There were things where Harley Quinn would break the fourth wall and look right into the camera. There were things where, in almost every single scene change, she narrates. And it got to the point where it was so obnoxious to constantly hear her voice. She would be in a scene talking to a character, and then when she stopped and the other character was ready to react, you'd hear her narrating over it. And I just thought it was a poor directing choice to just kill this thing with narration, because I think they were just scared to death people weren't going to understand what it is. I thought Margot Robbie did a great job as Harley Quinn, but you can only take so much of that voice for me. And that's why maybe it was a sidekick to Joker, because she only had to come in the animated series and throw in some zingers and things like that. But she never had to talk for long periods of time, and to kind of hear the Harley Quinn, it was like a Muppet show. Mary Elizabeth Winstead was very wooden in this movie. I don't know if that was a directing issue. Journey Smollett Bell was kind of a standout in this movie. Ewan McGregor stole the film. I mean, every scene he was in, he just completely destroyed it. Rosie Perez was Rosie Perez. I loved seeing Stephen Williams in this movie because I liked him going way back on the X-Files, and then way back before that on Mission Impossible 2 with Chuck Norris and things like that. I've always liked that actor throughout my entire life. So whenever I see him, I'm always excited to see him. All of the Birds of Prey were fine. The costumes, they didn't really have any like movie type costumes, like superhero type outfits. It was just all, I don't know. The color palette of this movie was a lot like Joel Schumacher's Batman Forever. It had that feel to it. The action sequences were fantastic. Second unit, you guys killed it. All the fight stuff, the choreography, everything was fine. It just felt very forced, the movie. I mean, the whole premise of the film is because she gets dumped by the Joker, she has no more immunity in town. So she wants to keep doing and partying and raising hell and all that kind of stuff. But she can't, because now all the factions that she burned along with Joker along the way are now out to get her. And the last person that was like a protector character, Black Mask, which was Ewan McGregor, is now after the Birds of Prey as well, and Margot Robbie's Harley Quinn. Yeah, I mean, for the most part, it's a flat film. One of the things that just bothered me about the movie was that Acme Chemicals is destroyed. Here's some spoilers. Acme Chemicals, I've been spoiling a lot throughout this thing, but Acme Chemicals has been destroyed. Cars are exploding. Buildings are falling down. There's massive battles between hundreds of guys and just this band of four women, all in Gotham City. And not once was there any kind of big presence of Gotham City Police Department, unless they were making fun of them. And Rosie Perez is a cop, and she was just, they're all at desks. But you never got a sense that anyone gave a damn that any of this stuff was going on throughout the city. And you would think when buildings are completely blowing up, cars are exploding and flipping down the streets, buildings are burning, 100 men are against 5 women shooting guns and everything, that Batman would show up because it's Gotham City. So again, it's like making the Joker movie, even though Joaquin Phoenix, did a great job. I still haven't seen it yet, and did a great job, but also is getting all these awards and all this stuff. I haven't seen it yet because to me, you can't have Joker without Batman. It just doesn't work for me. Same thing here. This type of spinoff just didn't make sense. The Suicide Squad did because they were being recruited by the government and being sent off on a mission. This, all taking place in Gotham City without any presence of Batman, made no sense to me. This movie is rated R. And the only reason why it's rated R is because every single character feels the need to drop the F-bomb in every other sentence. Even the closing out song as Harley Quinn is driving off basically into the sunset, it's just F-bomb, 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 F-bomb. This movie did not get a rated R for any kind of really bad violence or gratuity. It was nothing that you wouldn't see in any other PG-13 film. But the F-bombs were just bad. And to me, the script writing was bad. If you can't come up with another word other than dropping an F-bomb every other sentence, I mean, this is not a Quentin Tarantino movie. And just to get that buzz of a rated R and, ooh, it's rated R, we should go see it because Deadpool's rated R. But just dropping F-bombs doesn't make it a good movie as well. So bad script writing. Could have done without any of that and probably got it down to a PG-13 rating and probably would make more money than I think it's going to make. And the voice of Harley Quinn, I could only take maybe 25% of the movie through, and the rest, it was completely annoying. I did nod off a couple times watching this film. I think the director did the best they could. I know it had rewrites and reshoots and had issues. I don't know if this is a win for Warner Brothers. And it's nothing against women empowerment or having a female director or anything like that. I think the movie's just not very good. And so that's how I feel about Birds of Prey. If you've seen Birds of Prey, let's talk about it in the comments section, and we'll see you on the next one.